Hey everyone, I am Ellie, Creative Director at Clique, and I'm here with our team. We have Vonda, who is the CEO of Clique. We have Cami, who is our director of our web service, One Click, which is really the bread and butter of our company. And we also have Laurie, our director of community, the glue that holds us all together. So we thought it would be fun to do some sort of a mock interview where I am the client who owns a flower shop. And in this scenario, I'm really just trying to decide if this is the direction I want to go. So I have a great team, but I could really use another person to help with the digital side of things in my business. And FlowerClick has provided their resume to me, so I'm going to ask some questions based on that. My initial thought was that I needed someone in the store to help me, not someone virtual, but I could be swayed. So that's why I want to ask you gals some questions. Sound good?
Yes.
Sounds good.
A little nervous. I'm nervous.
No, it's been a while since I've been in an interview, but
Same, long time.
it's been a long time.
So speaking of that, Vonda, what is your experience in the floral industry?
Well, I've been in the floral industry for over 45 years. Wow, huh? I started cleaning shelves, cleaning buckets, and then I learned to be a floral designer. From that, I managed the flower shop, went to design school a little bit and learned to become a good designer and went through my accreditation for the American Institute of Floral Designers. After that, left that position and went and started up my own flower shop. After about almost 20 years, sold the successful flower shop. And so I would say I have a lot of experience on all the floral life, right? From bucket washer to owning the own flower shop. What I do now is what I love to do, and that's help flower shops become more profitable or maintain that profitability. So with that, I work with this great team and create designs, including recipes that are profitable and trendy and desirable, sellable to go on the website and really help that flower shop sell a lot of flowers, increase an average sale, and maintain that profitability, elevate and simplify their business.
Love it. Okay, I'm going to go to you next, Miss Cami.
I've been in the industry for over 10 years now. Started out working as a web tech for floral websites. And from there, I really started to dig into the world of e-commerce and what it takes to be successful in the digital space for florists. So fast forward 10 years, and now I manage our One Click program, which offers membership for different floral platforms and helps florists grow their online sales and look better doing it. Besides managing websites and having day-to-day relationships with florists, I'm always learning and researching to stay ahead of this ever-changing environment. So in our One Click program, it's a month-to-month membership, and we do an overhaul to freshen up your site and appeal to the modern consumer. We're constantly working to keep your site relevant to the seasons with fresh products and strategic placement. And our customer service is second to none, if I do say so myself.
Awesome. That was great information. And now, Miss Laurie.
Yes. Well, I am kind of with Cami. I think we started about the same time, maybe just a few months apart. I started January of 2011 in this industry. I came from the education. I was teaching middle school. And I wasn't even quite sure why I was switching over. Something told me that I needed to. And my first job was part-time. And I was really just to call flower shop owners. I was actually calling them to remind them of an appointment or, those type of things. But what started happening, I started having all of these conversations, like deep conversations came out of these appointment calls. And I realized there is such a need for flower shop owners to have a person to talk to. So I would go back to the team and say, hey, there's a need here. A lot of owners are saying this. So I like to think of myself now, 11 years later, as a kind of liaison between the shop owner and Flower Clique. I work well with both, right? And so my ears are constantly open to be listening to what's the pain point of the month, and if I start seeing consistency, I'll bring them to Vonda or Ellie or Cami, and we come up with, hey, there's a need here. So we've actually changed my title a couple of times because we can't quite find one that fits. But I really am the director of this crazy little community that we have here at Flower Clique, and I love every minute of it.
Sounds great. It sounds very appealing.
Good, it is.
So I heard you say, Cami, that the bread and butter of the company is One Clique. I have no idea what that is. You kind of mentioned it, which is great. But is it a one-time website update? Is it, are you guys your own platform? Can I use what I already have? Can you kind of get into that a little bit and expand on?
I can. So yes, One Clique is the program. I'll just tell you right away, you can keep the platform that you have. So you don't have to make huge changes. We take what you have, like whether it's Teleflora or FSN or FloraNext, there's a lot of different platforms we work with. We take that platform and we make it better, basically. As you know, a lot of times as a florist, your pain point, or at least from a lot of florists I've talked to, is there's too much on the website. There's too much product. You can't possibly fill it all same day or even next day, half the time, with the containers and the amount of flowers that are on your website. It's just overwhelming. So what we do with One Clique is we really simplify the products that are on your website. We take it down and make sure that you can actually fill the orders that come in off the website, make it easier for you as the florist. Not only do we simplify it, but our designs are really on trend and popular. And we find that we can not only increase the average order value that's coming in over your website, but we can just make your customer happy because they're actually getting what they ordered, what they clicked on. So our program is pretty in-depth. It goes even beyond the website. We also offer flower bundles that match the designs that are placed on your website. So we could go into that more in a bit too. But that, I would say, in a nutshell, the One Clique program, we do manage the website for you. We merchandise it. We put seasonal products on, right? In the fall, we're going to have sunflowers. In the spring, we're going to have tulips, right? So we're making sure the right products on at the right time, creating that crossover so you can manage it all. Simplified containers, all of those things. And then there's more. I don't know how long you want me to go because there's quite a bit that we cover.
I do have a question. So you mentioned flower bundles. Are those like real flowers? So you have real flowers and do those match the website, or what's the deal? Or why would I order the flower bundles?
They do. So we have flower bundles that match the designs that are on your website. They come in like a bouquet form, and everything that's in that design that's on your website is available in the bundle. And you can order those bouquets as a Flower Clique member. You can order those bouquets, and they make designing super simple. Ordering is easy. They can be FedExed to you, or and a lot of our shops do have them FedExed to them, or you can, if you have a Bildoran location near you, you can get them straight through your Bildoran wholesale company.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Very popular.
So you guys have your own products that you put on, and then can I also have my own, or what about like Teleflora or other products that I like? Yes. Is it a mix, or is it one or the other?
That's actually a really common question. And you can definitely keep those popular items that you have and that you want to sell. Beautiful in Blue is a good example of one of those Teleflora pieces that a florist could probably make in their sleep, and it's popular. So we're going to keep that on the site. The Smile mug, the all the birthday candle bowl, there's all these, the crystal cross, I could keep going. There's a lot of those specialty containers that are very popular. Not only can we keep those on the website for you, and if you ask us to do that, but we have our own photos of those designs that match the bundles.
Oh, that
Isn't
you
that
use
awesome?
painters?
Yes. So we'll might, for example, take the birthday bowl with the candles and have our bundle in that bowl, which makes it that much easier to design and fill the order as it comes in. It so when the customer orders it, it looks just like what they bought online.
I love that. Okay. Is there any sort of strategy when you're putting this stuff on the website? Is there any strategy involved in like where you're putting it or when?
I think I can talk into that one pretty good. Just like the displays in your store, there's a method of placing that merchandise on your website, right? So it's all about the combination of color balance, price point, and design style. Just like in your store, you have hot spots. You place something here, you know that that's where somebody's going to take it and they're going to buy it. You have those on your, on the e-commerce site as well. So we know where those spots are and we merchandise is what we call, instead of merchandising your store, we're merchandising your website. So there definitely is a strategy in how we put all that on the website.
And the designs that you put on there that you guys make and all of that, those do sell well?
They sell extremely well, well. Our members are so happy with them because of the productivity, because of simplicity, but consumers absolutely love them. It's just one of those, they're a little bit more trendy. They're very desirable and sellable designs.
I'd also like to add, they're also profitable, which is another big pain point of florists that I talk to. You might be busy with orders coming off your website, but if you're not making money, that doesn't do you any good just to keep spinning your wheels. So they're profitable, and yeah, popular, like Vonda said, all those things.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that this membership, I'm basically handing you the keys. Instead of handing you the keys to my flower shop, I'm handing you the keys to my website. But what if there are things that I want to change, or do I have any control over that? Or is it kind of, I just give it to you and I can't touch it?
It's like you've been listening in on my setup calls, Ellie. But yes, I actually, if someone decides they want to join Flower Clique, we will have a one-on-one setup. It'll most likely be with me. And at that time, that's when I'll get your username and password to get logged into the back end of your web platform. And at that time, that's when you'll let me know all the specifics that you want. But you will still have the login and you can always go in and make changes. I do in the beginning ask that you use me and email me, or ask me, like, use my services, because it helps me to kind of learn your taste and learn, okay, this wasn't just a glitch, they did this on purpose. So I kind of prefer you to use our services and email me little things. Let me be a help to you when it comes to that stuff. But you definitely will still have the keys and reign over the ultimate.
But if I don't want to change it, I can just email you, kind of like a concierge thing, and you can just deal with it.
Think of me like your extra employee.
Yep. Love that. That's sounding like music to my ears.
Do it my way.
Okay, so also you, on your resume, it says that you post to social media. What does that look like?
I can answer this one. So when I spoke earlier, I was talking about, talking with flower shop owners and trying to figure out what their pain points are. This was a huge pain point. It's actually been for the last decade, ever since social media has come upon this planet. It hasn't always been the favorite thing for flower shop owners because they're busy doing their day-to-day. They don't really have time to sit down and post and post and post. So what we do is we post on our Flower Clique members' Facebook pages twice a week. Now, that's not every day. That's not 3 times a day, but what it does is it gives them a little bit of a reprieve. So they know on Monday and Wednesday, they don't really have to think about social media unless they want to. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, what about Instagram? Well, in order for us to post on this many people's websites and do it well to make it look like somewhat original content, we can't do it well. So what we do is a little thing, I think it's better. We have a members only social supplements, and it's in our recipes tab. So when you log in to get a recipe for one of the images that we have on your website, you scroll down to social supplements, and we have different versions of that design. We also have captions you can use and hashtags. So basically our members just have to drag and drop, right? And when it comes from the original party, we know social media algorithms in that world, they like it better. So that way we don't have to do a third party posting program, which we know social media doesn't like.
Interesting.
So we do post twice a week.
And
we also have a resource available that they can grab their own.
Drag and drop, almost like training wheels.
And oftentimes when we have a holiday week and it doesn't fall on one of those Monday or Wednesdays, a lot of times we'll post even a third during that time because, we know it's important. So that's what our social media is. But if you don't mind, because you asked about social media, which is a pain point, all of our programs, even our website program, came about because of pain points, right, Vonda? I mean, there was a need. How do I set my shop apart from every other flower shop in my area? That's how our website merchandising program came about.
And because of the price points, right? That was the other thing. It's all about profit. We have so many more arrangements or orders coming in from the online world. And when they're not priced right, you're just putting money out the door. You're throwing money away. So you need to make sure that those things are profitable. And I think that's the key, to managing the websites. And I think that's what Flower Clique does so well.
Right. Pain point, and then the solution. And then Cammie, the main pain point you heard was, what's in my cooler doesn't match what's on my website.
Yes.
So solved that problem.
Or I can't source these containers. There's too many containers.
Exactly. Yeah. So we simplified the containers. We solved that problem. Another problem that I was just thinking of the other day was, right now, staffing is huge. All of our emails that have gone out have been about staffing. We help solve that problem by taking things that we can do for you off of your plate. So you can be the physical staff person that's needed, because many people flat out cannot find employees. So we help solve that one. Another big need was that feeling of flower shop owners feeling alone. You own your business. Yes, you're friends with your employees, but at the end of the day, you're the responsible one. Like, you can't talk to them about everything going in and out of your flower shop. That's why we created our community. We have a members only private Facebook group that we talk a lot. We have Shop Talk, which is a once a month owners only meeting. We have 2 different times, morning or afternoon, when we can come together and help one another in this industry.
That's great. It says here that you offer help with innovative marketing ideas. What can you do to help me market my store? I guess you kind of talked about that.
Well, that's, and Laurie kind of talked about that a little bit, how the Facebook group, the Shop Talk, but we also have a wedding, we have a wedding website lookbook, which helps bring in brides. I think it's a beautiful lookbook that makes the bride go, wow, these people really know how to do weddings or events. So if that's your expertise, we can help you market that. We do have a Celebration of Life book, which is a book that it's a guide for families to be able to order flowers during, the time of a loss, whether it be a traditional funeral or a memorial service. That could be in your store, but also partnering with a funeral home and working together as a partner with them that can help market your sympathy business. So we do have different things like that, which really do make a difference in marketing your business.
Okay, I just have one more question. Why do you want this job?
I think I'm going to jump in and answer that one. We feel our skills, this team here is a power team, and we think we're really well suited for your position. Our expertise and experience combined with our enthusiasm and love for this industry really is second to none. We do believe that we can help you grow your business because we know the difference that it'll make with simplifying your website, with helping you be a partner. Some of our people say we're the silent partner behind the scenes. And we love that because it's not about us, it's about you and your success. So we really feel that we can help you become more successful. And that's what drives us to help you.